Hi, welcome to our second episode of What's Cooking. Today we're going to be preparing popcorn the old-fashioned way, in a pot over the stove. It's much better for you, a lot of advantages. Hope you hang around, this should be fun. Okay, we're here, we've got a gas stove, we've got a large pot. You can use whatever size pot you want. I like to use this one because it gives me something to shake in. Using a gas stove, we've got a couple of ingredients. We've got some popping corn. The fresher it is, the better it is. There's several brands out there. There's some gourmet types. They seem to work very well. You generally buy it for a little bit lower cost in bulk. We're going to be using, instead of regular oil, we're going to use some extra virgin olive oil. This has a smoke temperature of about 375 degrees, which is hot enough to make popcorn, but you got to be a little bit careful. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is carefully measure a couple of handfuls of popcorn into the pot. Handful number one, handful number two. What we're looking for is to just simply cover the bottom of the pot with some popcorn. You don't want it two layers, but you want it to be covered well. Okay, hang on, let's take a look. Okay, this is what it looks like. Hopefully you can see that, but we have just one layer pretty much covering the whole bottom. Now we're going to add some olive oil to this. And what we want to do is make sure that we get everything, get it over the complete bottom. This may seem like a lot of oil. And you notice how I carefully measure that. I don't put it all in at once. What I want to see is for all the popcorn to be covered with oil, not covered totally, but about a third of the way up. So there we have it.
While the popcorn's heating up, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the smoke temperature. The smoke temperature of an extra virgin olive oil is right at 375 degrees. That is enough heat to make popcorn, as I said, but you want to bring the temperature up slowly to the point where the first kernel pops, then turn the heat on. The popping and the moving will keep the oil from smoking. You don't want to smoke the oil. It changes the chemical compound, and it's not so good for you.
Got the popcorn, first one hit. We turned up the heat. I don't know if you can hear that yet. We'll be able to hear it in just a minute. This will start going fairly quickly. We'll move this around on the heat a little bit so the flame does not hot spot a certain area. We generally don't stand this close, but our camera angle is such that I'm right here in the heat. I guess as the old saying goes, if you don't like the kitchen, stay out of the heat. Give that a little shake. You can smell that popcorn cooking. On this batch I might have run the heat a little too low, too long. Maybe it needs to go a little hotter. But you can see it's popping pretty fast now. Okay, we're going to turn that off before it's totally done so we don't over pop. Got a nice container of popcorn. Comes up fairly quickly. And here we are with our popcorn. We're going to put it in this bowl, and it looks like we had a very successful, did not have any burns. Now generally what I do with this, I like a little bit of salt, so I will measure that out again very carefully. Small crumb of salt, a little less than a teaspoon. I'll spread that around down there. Shake that in. That makes a very good traditional popcorn. Enjoy your popcorn.